Welcome to the VBS training for kindergarten through 5th grade. Feel free to screenshot any slides that you may want to reference later. Your basic information will be to arrive at 5:30. VBS starts at 6 and it ends at 8:30. You'll have a schedule and a map inside your lanyard that you can refer to at any time, and students will also have a lanyard with their information on it. Here's your schedule for the week. Again, you can screenshot this if you want it on your phone, but it will also be located inside your lanyard. Here's the VBS menu. You will eat with your crew every night, and allergy students will be wearing a bracelet to indicate their allergens. Now, a lot of kindergarten through 5th grade are already aware of their allergies, but it still is our responsibility to monitor them. So when your kid gets their food, double check it, make sure everything's good. And if you have any questions about their allergies, please let us know and we can help you with that. Your role as a crew leader. Please go ahead and run through your leader guide just to familiarize yourself with the story and the verses. You are in charge of your group. You will also have a black bag that each crew leader will carry around everywhere they go, and it will have a lot of important contents that you might need, such as tissues, band-aids, pens, wipes, Ziploc bags, Sharpies, Post-its, hand sanitizer, and mini clipboards. So it will have a lot of things you need in it. You also might find that you have a buddy leader in your crew. They are there to simply help with kids that need a little extra accommodation. So we want to make sure that we meet everybody's needs this week, and they're there to meet some specific needs so that those kids can still participate and hear the gospel this week too. Your crew leader duties. You will take roll call as soon as your students arrive to you in the sanctuary. Parents will be bringing and dropping them off. You'll immediately take roll call. And if they register at the table up front, they'll already have a lanyard. If they are pre-registered, you will have a lanyard inside your bag that you will take out and give to them. You'll be sitting with your crew during opening and closing. You will be responsible for traveling to stations with them quietly. When you travel, some groups may still be in Bible study, so we just ask that we try to travel as quietly as we can. And also, just please stay on time. We are working as a team, and that also means that we all have to follow the schedule to make that happen. And again, please be mindful of allergens at meal times that will be located on their bracelets. Your crew leader interactions. This is one we really want to highlight. VBS is a short week. We really want to take this time to be intentional and to be intentionally engaged with our students. So I know sometimes we're catching up with our adult friends in the back corner of the room, and there are absolutely times and places for that. But during VBS week, we really ask that you get down with the kids and you take that time to spend with them. One of the things we want you to look out for this week is any loners. If you see somebody sitting alone or having trouble making friendships, they don't yet have the skills to do that, but we are adults and we do. So take them under your wing, help introduce some friendships with some other friends you may already know in the crew, and you can even assign like a helper for that friend to make sure that they're included at all times. This week, again, we want to make meaningful relationships. We want to love them hard and intentionally all the time we have them, and most importantly, have fun this week. Your dismissal info. You will take all student belongings with you to the sanctuary. So when we go to closing, there won't be any more returning to the room. So it's really important to remember to take all of their things with them. They will be picked up from the sanctuary, and then you'll collect their lanyards before they go so that you can pass them back out the next day. Again, they'll dismiss from the sanctuary, and there will be someone checking parent bracelets to make sure that they are picking up the appropriate kids. Disciplinary info. So the first thing we really want to highlight here is it's our job to set clear expectations before we begin an activity or before we get somewhere. A lot of times if we wait till we're already there or we're already in the activity, it is way too late. So for example, if we are traveling down the hallway, before we even get out in the hallway, we want to say, hey, just a reminder, we have friends that might be in Bible study. We're going to travel quietly. We also ask that if you have behavior issues arrive, please deal with those calmly and privately. So pull that child aside, give them the reminders they need. But we also, alongside that, expect everyone to hold the students to the standards you tell them. So if you have a student that's having a persistent issue and you say, if you do that again, you will sit out and take a break. When they do it again, you have the right to have them sit out during that time. If you continue to have persistent issues and you feel like you need assistance, please text Julie Jansma or Julie Cannerty and we are happy to help. Phones, we do ask that you only keep these out for pictures. Sometimes they can cause us to overlook things that we would see if they weren't in front of us. But also, again, the goal this week is to be intentionally engaged and to love on kids as long as we have them. We will have a photo circle app info that will be coming, and this is just a quick, easy way to upload photos for parents to see. We will have a hospitality room this year. So before I explain that, we just want to say thank you for serving. Without you, VBS could not happen. It takes your sacrifice of your time and your energy to pour into these kids and love them, and we just want you to feel appreciated. So we will have a hospitality room set up with some little goodies for you to enjoy. And when you drop your kids at recreation, we will tell you to go ahead and head that direction and enjoy yourself. All that we ask is that you are back in time to pick them up from recreation and take them to the next place. Your basic safety rules. The most important thing here is to keep constant count of your kids. The quickest way to avoid anything happening is just to constantly know how many you have, especially when you are traveling. Just a reminder, you are never to be alone with a child. Another rule we have because of insurance purposes is women must assist children to the bathrooms. Men are not allowed. So whether it is a boy or whether it is a girl, a woman must assist them. We will have floaters located at the bathrooms so that adults and children are not left alone at the bathrooms. In the event of evacuation, go ahead and familiarize yourself with the emergency map at your room's exit when you go into a room. You'll gather your group and exit via the safest route and take them to the pavilion, and then you will not re-enter the building or release the children until you're given instructions to do so. In the event of a medical emergency, you will notify another leader to secure your children and take them to another location separate from you, and you will notify Julie Jansma or Leslie Emerson immediately so that they can assist. And as always, if appropriate and the situation warrants, we want you to call 911. In the event of a tornado or severe weather, again, when you enter the room, go ahead and familiarize yourself. What's the shelter areas closest to my location? In the event of a severe weather event, gather your children and move to the nearest shelter. Remain there until you're given the all clear. If you have a lost child, secure the remaining children that you have and immediately notify Julie Jansma or Leslie Emerson, and they will put in place the appropriate protocols. In the event of a security threat, gather your children, keep them with you, and lock down until given further instructions. For our offering this week, we will be donating to Hope That Binds. Their mission is to empower people to tell the gospel story through adoption and foster care by eliminating anything that might stand in the way. And they cling to the verse, John 13:34. Just as I have loved you, you are also to love one another. Here's the contact information for anybody you might need this week. I would go ahead and screenshot this and go ahead and get these numbers saved inside your phone. In the event of emergency, you're not going to be able to flip back through a packet and find a phone number and text them. You will need to have it in your phone and ready. So go ahead and add those in for us. That way we can assist you any way you need this week. And again, thank you guys so much for serving and helping VBS happen because we could not do it without you. I hope it's a fun week for everybody.